We're live. Welcome back. And tonight's topic we are talking about: are you ready or are you prepared for a terrorist attack?
That's right. All right, here we go. We're back, guys.
If you're new here, think about subscribing. Like the
Yeah, yeah. That's the biggie. We got a lot of people watching this show. You guys subscribing to the show, and you guys are not. Well, you guys are watching.
Yep.
And not subscribing. And I call you guys ninja watchers. You know what I'm saying? And but you need to subscribe to the show, and it gives us support, and it helps the numbers in YouTube and also on Rumble. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and still on Kick. I'm still surprised. You know what I'm saying? I don't make any damn comments on there, and we won't get kicked. They won't really kick us like the name Kick.
Another thing, if you like the content, guys, pass this on to somebody else. You know, we're organic. We don't have a lot of we're not doing ads and things like that yet. We're trying to see how far we can get with this, and we're pushing it. So we're using you guys. We know all the basic guys that we show up, Wayman and those guys. They always show up, and we rely on that.
Appreciate
it immensely. Yeah. But if you like it and you like the content, pass this on to somebody else and see if they'll like us as well.
Yeah, because I see WK is on. He's on this channel, YouTube, and he's on Rumble. And I also see 702. You're here, and you're also on Rumble too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Both you guys. I acknowledge both you guys. Thank you guys.
And we appreciate it. With these guys, we need a couple hundred more like this.
Yeah. Die hard supporters.
Friends of the Sabre team.
Right. Yeah. And we'll always, you guys. Oh, what just happened? My whole screen just blanked for a moment. Oh my God. I thought I lost everything.
We're still kicking.
And so you guys know, if y'all local and we have our meet and greet, please always come out. And so let's before we go any further, we're going to thank who sponsors this show, and that's Sabre Team Tactical. Now you guys see this box down here in the lower left? It says Right to Bear. Please click on to sign up for Right to Bear. Go to it and take a look. And if you're going to sign up, this here program right here is a protection program, a legal protection program service. If you get into an altercation with your fists, a blunt object, or a firearm, it will protect you with criminal defense, and also provide you with bail and a lot of other psychological help, and also replace the items that you lost that got seized by the police and all types of other stuff. And this is the biggest caveat to this. If you are convicted, they do not ask for the money back. That is the biggest thing, because a lot of these organizations out there, and especially the ones that's doing the correspondent instructor courses, are out there. You get locked up with that program, you have to pay them back, especially if you're convicted.
Right.
And that is a huge turnoff. And but if you use this promotion code SABRE, and it'll provide you with a couple dollar discount per month, and it'll save you if you don't do a monthly thing, but if you do it per year, you're going to have a huge savings. Yeah. All right. So look into that, and please get it. Me and Al are members, and it's an excellent program. It's like one of the best out there. Yeah. If you do your research, with everybody else. This is one of the best.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it covers you in all 50 states.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you can't go wrong there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And there's an add-on for that too. So if you're not going to be in your local area when you go out, you can put the cover on, and then you can take the cover back off. So it's
That's
an
right.
add-on. You don't have to say, okay, even though I went out of state for 3 weeks or a vacation type deal, and I come home, I'm still paying for it. Nope. Once you get home, you cut it back off.
You can take it off and save that money. You know, there's a lot of things you can do to save some money, and this is ideal. No other program does this. No. You know. Also, go to that top, click on classes. Go ahead.
And yep, when we have our private one-on-one, bring you out, do an evaluation of your skills. And it's funny, I received a story over the holiday from one of the guys that we've been working with, and he said, he mentioned that he had been fire shooting before. So I said, okay. So we go up there, and he said the only thing that he had to go back on his training at that time was playing video games, and how the person on the video game inserted a magazine into the chamber. And he didn't tell me this until later, that he didn't know how to do it, but he imagined it in his head, and he put the magazine in, and I said, okay, chamber it around, because he came up and then he chambered. And we went through all of this stuff, but this is the communication that we have to go through in order to assess your skills. So if you come out and you say you never shot a gun before, we work at a certain level. Be honest. If you say you shot a gun before, I'm going to put you through training that somebody that should know the basics that someone should know.
And we're gonna assess and find out.
Exactly. And even though we started at a lower level, we probably could have alleviated that. If you say, I've been to the range and I shot a gun that was already loaded, whatever. Just say it. A lot of times, especially with men, we have that machoism that we want to do everything, but every man is not always, as we've seen in a few other shows, every man is not hard.
Right. Pause.
But we have to be able to get hard and at the extreme moments that we need it. I'm back. All right. And we have basic firearms training. All of our topics that you see here, we can bring them out to small groups. We can bring them out to individuals. We're here to provide a service for you guys, and we try to do the best that we can. We are pretty much around there. We in our local area, we started the private one-on-one. Everybody was doing group classes, and we broke it down.
Oh yeah,
one-on-one with the same price that you would get if you were a 15-person group, but now you get individual training. And I'm telling you, we wear you out. People who come in, I see a lot of these guys that doing fitness and jiu-jitsu and all this stuff, but the mental breaks them down, and 2 hours later they're looking at me and I can see they're dragging, or especially guys that get these guns with the heavy barrels, and you're in the second part of the class and they're flipping their whole body's going back to kind of use inertia to get that gun up, and it's like you need to pay attention. A guns and gear class, and buy a lightweight barrel. You're not shooting that much. That you need a heavy barrel.
Yeah, they got all them laser range finders and stuff on.
Exactly.
Got all like 20 drop leg holsters on.
And once you put it on, it stays on.
Yeah, you can't take it off.
Entire class. So people, they get an eye opener from that.
Right.
We had our last class. I think you did that before. Reference to the final class of the year, and that was a good one. Guys learned a lot. We're very excited about it. You need Stop the Bleed. You need to have the understanding of how to use a tourniquet and how to stop basic bleeding. Not necessarily for gunshot wounds, but for any triage that you need. If somebody's bleeding out, you need to be able to stop it immediately. You can't wait for EMT, because that's a 2-minute ride, and that's really fast on average, and the person will be dead by that time.
Yeah, you'd be dead before the ambulance get there.
Right.
Yeah, before you get off the phone with 911, you're already dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the truth. And then you have to know how to do that, and you have to be able to compose yourself to be able to do it. And that class gets you out there, because once we start doing the distractions in the beginning, everything's slow, and you get opportunity to go re-wraps and things. But once you get under stress, and as much stress as we can do without actually shooting at each other, we see it. You see people who did it perfect in practice. They come out now and they're tying it. Nobody showed you that. They're taking it out, and like you said in the last class, Once you get that tourniquet on, even if you messed up, keep going. You can't stop now. You can't take it off and reposition
Can't
it. You got
redo
to
it.
keep going. You got to keep going. And those are the type of things that you learn in classes like this that put that stress.
You notice the smoking and joking happens before in the when we're not doing the actual thing. Yeah, in the morning. And when we're doing the walkthrough, the smoking and joking is happening. But as soon as that smoke grenade comes out, everybody's they get quiet. They get like, whoa, what? I can't see. There's a lot of noise going on.
Even our guys who've been there before, who've been in real life, that extra little bit of stress makes you have to knuckle down and say, okay, I can do this. This is what I'm supposed to do, and get to it. And that's needed in training from time to time. You just can't go along and always be perfect. You're deluding yourself.
Yep. So it's a lot of fun. So training schedule should be coming out sometime January, and for the rest of the year. So just keep an eye out for it. January, we'll make an announcement and stuff. So I'm in the process of getting some dates together, probably tomorrow, and getting some things together. Also, too, we're going to talk about there's another meet and greet the first quarter, or probably springtime. And in the springtime, we'll probably talk about in springtime. And we're going to do one in the fall, one in springtime. So we're going to do another meet and greet in the springtime, but this time it's probably going to be rifles. So it's not going to be a lot of long distance shooting. You're going to be running that rifle like it's a pistol. Right. So
up close and personal.
Yeah, be aware of that. So we will show you some tricks on how to run it and what you need to run it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And so if you got a rifle and you want to really get down, just keep an eye out for this class. It'll only cost you $30 to come out for the day, and we're going to run you through so many drills you're going to wish you never brought that rifle. And on the other, you got anything else you want to talk about this?
No, that's great. That's good.
Okay. And we got the laser engraving side of the house. I'll show you guys a picture of where I'm set up. Let me see. Can I do this real quick? Just shoot me an email if you guys got any questions. But I am actually set up at the 12 Days of Mableton in the Mable House down here in Mableton off of I think that's Estelle Road. And we got a booth down there. It's going to be down there for 12 days. I don't know if I can do this or not. See if I can do this. So much stuff you got to do with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be there for 12 days. I got a booth set up. We got a bunch of stuff. That's the last show we're doing this year. And there it is. Boom. Pretty neat, huh? Let's see if I can make it bigger.
Got it.
Yep, there it is. Boom. Okay. That's the booth we got set up. So stuff is on the left is my wife's stuff under the red table, and the stuff in the center and all to the right is mine. So I got plaques, I got some yard signs. See those ammo crates that's sitting out there? So those out there, and a couple of phone stand holders too. So, and there's also some leather patches behind the phone stands. I probably should have reversed them, but I'll probably reverse them this week. And we'll see. And but if you guys want anything, that's where I'm set up at. 12 Days of Christmas. Everything is priced out, and so you just walk down there and look for something and purchase it. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get a Christmas gift for somebody, 12 Days of Mableton at the Mable House. I'll be down there for 12 days. Let's see. QBC drills. Nope. These people are not ready for QBC drills. And you just can't take newbies and put them through QBC drills. QBC drills are very complex, and it takes a long time to get people trained up for QBC drills. You just can't do that in a 7 to 8 hour period. It's a QBC drills take about a week to 2 weeks to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you gotta,
when they're done right.
Yeah, if they're done right, they take about a week to 2 weeks to do. And you know, a lot of these guys, these operators are teaching some of these fast classes, but those fast classes are still 2 to 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And so they're learning just the basics, and then they run them through some drills and stuff. But there's so many scenarios you can do with QCB. You know, a lot of people forget about, you got the tunnels to clear. You can use grappling hooks and climb up the side of a building, go to the second floor and work your way from the top down. You know, it's a lot of stuff you can do besides kicking that front door in and working your way upstairs. You know, you always want to work your way from the top down. That's why you see a lot of operators, and they always helicopters land them on top of the roofs, and they blow the roof or blow the door on top of the roof, and they come down. It's a lot faster working way from the top down. So yeah, it's a lot of work, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get some casualties and stuff. And QCB drills are great if you have a group of guys you are familiar with, and you're gonna constantly train with those guys. That's okay to have those guys. But if you just out there with a bunch of people you don't know, and you got QCB drills, so you can learn, you got the one-on-one QCB drills, so you learn how to clear a building by yourself. Those are the best ones, and you can just practice that, just clearing your own home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the best way to do it. Clear your own home. You know the danger areas, you know the sectors to clear, and you know how to pie in your home where you need a pie in. And so how are you going to clear your own home? You need to clear it from starting from your master bedroom and clearing it from there all the way down. You need to clear it starting from your back door coming in, and you also need to clear it from your front door coming in. You need to also clear it from your garage and coming in. So there's 4 different types of clearing you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So so there's 4 different type of things you got to work on. You know what I'm saying? And some places it's not ideal. I have several choke points in my place. You know, if I come in and clear from the garage, it's a nasty choke point for me. And so do I want to come in that way? You know, if I'm coming in from the outside? Obviously not. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to think about how you're going to clear your own home. That's the first thing. If I have to clear a building and to go in and to clear it, and I'm by myself, I won't do it. Yeah, it's not worth it. No. Yeah, the value is in there is not big enough for me to try to go clear that building, because
insurance claim.
Yeah, because the person who has the advantage is the person who's in the defense. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're just sitting and waiting. Now, if it's my own home, I'm probably going to clear it before the cops get there. But if it's a strange building, I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And because, you know, I got the castle law, and it gives me free reign to do what I want to do in my own home. You know what I'm saying? So, but if it's just a normal building, some neighbor's house, and somebody's in there and they don't know, and we better call the 911, because I'm not doing it. You know, I don't know their house. You know,
not only that, but you don't have the right.
Yeah, I don't have any right or jurisdiction
at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm breaking the law at that point. So because I could have waited outside and just waited on 911.
Yep. You know, the police, and let them run by.
Yeah.
They decide to make escape. Let them go.
Yeah, I am not going to try to tackle them because they may have a knife in their hand. I'm not going to wait till they run by me. I'm not going to try to be shooting them down the street. Nope. I'm probably going to be across the street waiting until the cops get there, because I don't want to be standing in front of the house when the cops get there and they looking at me all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, so, yeah, it's a lot of things you got to think about when you do this kind of stuff, man. You just can't get out there and just do it, you know, because you put your own life in jeopardy. So the topic tonight, are you prepared? Are you ready? Are you prepared for a terrorist attack? And the reason I brought this up, because what happened in Canada. Let me roll the tape. Let me see if I can pull that up. It's always one thing. That's one thing I wish they made this easier to pull these things up. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me know if you guys can hear this. Well, we ain't gonna hear nothing because look at this. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
There we go.
This is apps. No, it ain't even running, man. It's like the internet knew we were gonna play this, and it's like, oh, we're gonna make sure them cats don't play that. All right, so I had to re-cue it. All right, let me do it one more time. That was so funny. That was so funny. YouTube. All right, here we go. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Explosion at a border crossing near Niagara Falls. The FBI in Buffalo is investigating what it is calling a vehicle explosion at the Rainbow Bridge, a busy border crossing between Canada and the U.S. They add the situation is very fluid. Here's what we know according to our 4 senior law enforcement officials that were briefed on the matter. This is video of that explosion that's come into our newsroom. From what we understand, a vehicle crashed into the checkpoint structure at the Rainbow Bridge. You're seeing it right here at a high rate of speed. It hit the structure, caught fire, and then exploded. An initial search did not find any indications of an explosive device in the car. I do want to stress this situation is very fluid, and this is just preliminary information that we're getting right now. There are 2 casualties from what we understand, 2 people that were inside the car. To be clear, we do not know yet if the incident was intentional or simply an accident. As a precaution, though, several border crossings between Western New York and Canada have been closed for now. The White House has been briefed as well, as the Governor of New York, Governor Kathy Hochul, is headed to Buffalo right now to meet with law enforcement and first responders. I want to get right to Ken Delaney.
And that's enough of that. So it was starting to teeter out anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the White House is saying it's not a terrorist attack. I'm hearing through other sources that it is a terrorist attack. And that's a lot of fire on that, for it to be fuel. Even if that's fuel from a car, there's still a lot of fire. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
they said it didn't see an explosion. And the reason why that they wanted, a few of the reasons why they didn't claim it as a terrorist attack was that the 2 people in the car, I guess they identified, and they did not have a background of criminal, nor did they have anything of agitation towards the American government. So that was the reason. They didn't find a tag on the car, though, which opens that suspicion again as to a concentrated effort. A legal vehicle would have a license plate. In the state up in New York and some of those areas in that northern region, they have 2 plates on the car. So not to find anything at all kind of lead you to believe that the people who were in the car took the plates off to hide the identity of the vehicle in the first place. So that's why it's kind of hard to just, like, okay, yeah, sure, it's not a terrorist attack.
But see, they don't go into it further here. What happened was the car was subject to be searched. And it was being pulled over to be searched because they identified that car had a problem. So instead of going into the search area, the car took off at a high rate of speed and crashed into the barrier. And that's the part they leave out, And so if that was a potential target, that means whatever they were going, that wasn't the target where they were going to. It was somewhere else they were going. Yeah. And
it could have been the fact that the plate wasn't on the vehicle was the reason why they wanted to do a further investigation.
They wanted to look at it. Yeah. So so you got to look at, I'm surprised we didn't have anything happen on Black Friday. I'm very surprised. But I did read a report a couple Palestinians got killed somewhere. And what are you going to do? I mean, last week we talked about backpack guns and what are you going to carry in your backpacks? I've been building some new backpacks for myself, and I've been doing some ideal things to figure out, okay, what's ideal for a good backpack gun, and when do you need to carry it, and when do you don't need to carry it? So a few of you guys know I bought a Ruger LC carbine 5.7, and I also bought a PSA Rock 5.7, and also have a FN 5.7 too. Now, with that, I have my regular 5.56 AR pistol that's in the backpack, and here's the significance between the two. And one of my AR pistol backpacks, I have 12 magazines of 30 round magazines. That's 390 rounds. Okay. That backpack weighs 32.8 pounds. All right. It's heavy. So, but now my 5.7 kit, I have 24 rounds, 24 magazines of 253, no, 200 and 513 rounds. And because I changed some stuff out to make it a little more roomier. And the weight on that is 23.8 pounds. That's almost 10 pounds lighter than that AR. And I'm almost have the double the ammo capacity from that 5.7, so I can carry a lot more ammo. And so I can also carry that backpack on my back where it's not really a burden, or when people see it, it doesn't look extremely heavy, So my average, I have a laptop bag, and that weighs 14.5 pounds. So with this, add another 10 pounds to that, and it's almost the same size as this my 5.7 kit that I can wear all day and don't even worry about it. It's actually lighter than my plate carrier kit. My plate carrier kit's roughly running about 30, 35, 38 pounds. And I wear that thing all day. So if I wear this backpack and it's got all this ammunition and stuff in it, I can walk for a very long time. I can maneuver a very long time. I don't have to worry about the extreme weight. And I have a higher round count with a much more deadlier round. And so that's what we got to consider. So even I have another AR bag that has 8 magazines in it, 240 rounds. That thing still weighs 22.4 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Because each AR magazine weighs a pound. So now you'd add in the material, the backpack, and all that, and the gun, and all this other stuff in there. And that's not a lot of rounds. 240 rounds, 8 magazines. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I said you need to carry actually anything over close to 14. Like I said, the one that has the 390 rounds in it with 12 magazines, that's 32.8. So if I added 2 more pounds in there, it would be 34.8. Just put another 2 more pounds on there to make 14 magazines. You know what I'm saying? So, and that'll bump the threshold over 400 and something. Yes, that's the firepower, but everybody know the firepower with the 5.7 round is just as good. It has penetration power. It has distance, has no droppage. Everybody's screaming about the price. The price of the 5.7 round is about 47 cents a round. Same as a 45, And so I don't see where the price is extremely expensive, because not a lot of people are buying 5.7 ammunition right now, and a few places are selling it. They're overpricing it, but you can still find 5.7 ammunition. Palmetto, they're selling it all day long for 47 cents a round. I even bought Black Tips armor piercing rounds. I paid a little price for them. It was like 60 cents a round, but you can get armor piercing rounds for the 5.7. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So one of the things that you're talking about, ammo and preparation, and you hear a lot of these, bully mentality people say, well, I'm going to wait and I'll get mine when shit hits the fan. And let me tell you something. There's 2 things. One is either being prepared and be ready, or the other one is be a scavenger and hope that you find something. So as you're speaking, that's what brought this to my attention, is like you have to pay the price right now, right, for preparation to be prepared when it actually happens. If you decide to go cheap and say, I'm not going to spend that type of money, I'm going to whatever it is that your alternative is, and you're not ready, you're just that. It won't be ready and under stress, thinking that you're gonna run to your local box store and get in line or scavenge and fight with other people who are also desperate. I don't want to be there. And I used to be that bully mentality years ago. And I oh man, when if something like that happens, me and my guys, there's other guys that had the same mentality. And as I got older, it was like, let's get some sense here, And you see these preppers, and I was not gonna be a hypocrite. I laughed at it all the time. What the hell are they prepping for? Like, what's the end of the world? If it's the end of the world, think about it, buddy. It's the end of the world. But
Right.
you have to, as time goes on, you got more valuables, you got family and people that you care about. You start to, those things take perspective. And with that perspective, that thought also is spend it now. Be ready in case. If it never happens, then it's a gift to somebody down the road.
Right. And another thing, don't make that gift for somebody else down the road. So when you make
somebody that I want to have it.
Yeah, but when you make these bags, do not take this bag with you everywhere. This bag should stay at the house unless you're going somewhere far away. That's going to be hours, close to 30, anything beyond 30 minutes from your home. And so if you go into the mall, don't take that bag. Don't leave it in your car. If you're going to go grocery shopping, don't take that bag. Don't leave it in your car. If you're going to visit one of your friends, take that bag and leave it in your car. But if your friends don't know what's in that bag, take that bag and take it inside. You can put a tablet in there. You can put phone charging equipment in there and say, this is my essential bag. Don't even let them know what's in it. It's none of their business. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And but if you're going out of town, you take that bag, but you don't take those bags for I don't know if somebody called in or what. It was a wireless caller. I wasn't expecting no calls. And I think somebody called in. I hung up on them. No, that was a wrong. Was it this phone? Yeah. I think I hung up on them. And but if you guys are calling in, call back in again. I'll try to be prepared for you. I wasn't set up for you. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave the number up too. And but you don't be stupid with the bag. The bag is for you to get home. That's all it's for.
Do you think of the less is more policy, or at that point, essentials are more important?
I say if you're going to have that bag, have it as a weapons bag. And you can put some protein bars or something in there because, a lot of people get hungry. Mm-hmm. Don't put any canned goods in there. Put dry goods, some protein bars, something that's a high protein. You can get those high protein Coast Guard bars or whatever in there. So you have some food just in case you got to walk. You know what I'm saying? And have some water in your car. That's all you have to do. Just keep a half case of water in your car. And because you can take that backpack and now you can throw some bottled waters on your backpack. So if you run in a backpack that's only 23.8 pounds, you can throw at least 5-6 bottles of water on your back. You know what I'm saying? And move out. Now, the problem, like I said, don't take that bag everywhere. It's only for you to get home. If you go to work and you are parking in a secure parking garage, take the bag. Don't be telling everybody at work what you got. None of the business.
That is the question right there.
Yeah.
That is
Keep your mouth shut, people. Mm-hmm. Don't be taking pictures with this bag and posting on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Or Facebook. It's nobody's business. You don't need to be bragging to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because this bag is for you. This bag is for me to get from point A to point B. And that's it. And that's the only thing I'm going to do. Now, you don't need to change your clothes. You're going to have some good walking shoes in your car. Your primary mode of movement is your car. If you can't get anywhere with your car, then that's when you look to go to your feet or should you stay in the car? So you got to make that decision at that point. You know what I'm saying? Stop getting in your head that I'm gonna bug out and go to the woods and go all this stuff.
Most people don't have a clue about what's going to happen in the woods.
Right.
If you bug out, theoretically, you should have a place that you're going to bug out to, not the
yes. Because you can only stay awake for 72 hours and somebody got to run guard duty. And as soon as you fall asleep, either the critter's going to get you or Bubble and his gang going to get you.
Exactly.
And they're going to take you out and take all your gear. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So don't be stupid. Take your ass home. You know what I'm saying? And chill out there.
And
not unless.
What type of information are you going to get? How do you know what's going on? That the changing and the situation is going to be fluid, as this guy was saying in the news piece. It's going to be fluid, and things are going to ever change. And
well, you can never believe the main news source.
Well,
you have to go,
but you still have to
on the
get
back
information.
channels. Yeah,
you still have to get information. You could be that lone Japanese soldier that was still guarding Okinawa or wherever.
Yeah, for 30 years.
1970s.
Yeah, he was guarding for 30 years.
And he didn't have a clue, but he probably bugged out when everybody went left. He went right.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And he's dug in for the next, whatever. I think you said right, 35 some odd years.
It's like 30-something years he was dug in.
So that's what I'm saying. You got to have sources of information where the internet's probably going to go down. You got to have some type of radio. And, as we talked before, we had guys who are supposed to be experts. They put expert in their bio all the time. And when he said that he currently uses his cell phone as his main means of communication, I knew he wasn't an expert.
No.
Because that's not going to work. That's not going to work.
No.
Everyone's going to get on that line and lock it down. And it's been proven over the years of all the incidents that happen in this country.
You can get a shortwave radio. You can get a ham radio. You can get a CB radio. People are going to be on those things talking. And the only thing, you don't have to talk to them. Just listen.
Right.
All you got to do is just listen. They're going to tell you what's happening. They're going to give you updates. You know what I'm saying? Just by this. That's their nature to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Broadcast channels that just give out information all day about different situations, from the weather all the way down to traffic. Those things will be interrupted under a higher, bigger, large incident, and just continue to let you know what's progressing and what's changing. Where to report. Some of these people were talking about bugging out. You may be actually have to be forced to evacuate your location.
Yeah, and I'm not doing that.
Okay, but if the government comes in and says you got to get out for, even, we're not talking about like terrorists, but some flooding or
that's like or nuclear fallout. Nuclear fallout's coming.
Right, exactly. Damn, nuclear fallout or a mudslide. You're gonna say, no, I'm not leaving. You got
right. Right, and they will force you out, because we saw that in Katrina. And when they force people out, they strip people of their firearms, and they have to have
control.
Yeah, and they didn't trust you anymore. Even though you're law-abiding citizens, and they'll do it. So you got to think about that, and so you got to have
hunting rifles, bro. 20
anything that shot,
arrow guns.
And that was contractors, and also that was the 82nd and federal troops they put on U.S. soil to do that with. Don't say they can't do it. They did it, and they will do it again if they get the opportunity.
Right. Exactly.
So let's read some of these. So if a person waits until the SIT hits the fan, happens to be prepared, it's too late. Yeah. Because what they're gonna do, they're gonna do this. They're going to run to the local stores, and you're going to see all these people out there ride and looting. You're going to get out of your car to go and ride and loot and try to grab some basic needs. And by the time you get your stuff come out, they just destroyed your car and took out whatever you had.
Get your stuff. By the time you get to the rack that you're looking for, it's going to be empty.
And your car just got stripped.
Yes.
Because if you had stuff in it, it's gone.
Or stolen. Did you see before it was I think it was like 20 when COVID was still fully in effect, and people were going shopping at the box stores. It was before what's the place called? Walmart decided to not sell ammo. And when you got one guy in there with a credit card and he bought every box of 9
Yeah.
millimeters, every
Yeah.
box or whatever
bought it out.
he wanted,
Yeah.
he bought every box. There was no concern for your fellow man. They get in there, they had it, I'll take everything.
They become
take
hoarders.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you think that's a plan, and then the one that I was telling you about, being a bully mentality guy, was, oh man, I'll find out who has stuff and I'm taking it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard take, bro. You don't think that this hardworking person decided that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to fortify my environment so that I could defend myself?
And a lot of people don't realize a man with a family and children is the most dangerous man that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
He will.
I'm glad you said it the way you said it too, because I've been hearing it with reverse with the second number 2 with it.
What's that?
Like, that a woman who defended her family is that, and I'm like, that's well and good, as long as hope she got a bunch of guns and ammo.
Now, man, they will make that decision to be evil at that point, because they thinking their family is more important than your life or your family, and they will do whatever they got to do. Yep. And a lot of women realized during COVID when that happened, they, a man still tucked their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta be careful.
In that video in Philadelphia where the lady's got the gun in her back pocket and my man snatched it. She tried to fight him. How you gonna fight a dude with a gun and a dude?
Yeah. So men can be very evil when it's time to come evil, and a lot of people don't realize how evil men can be and how violent they can be. And so WK said people need to be prepared for everyday basic
because anything can happen these days, anytime, anywhere, for any reason at any time. And he's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Because all the stuff that we're talking about is to get a mindset as to something happened, and don't panic.
Right.
Don't go into a manic panic.
Right.
And assess the situation and see where you have to move.
And another thing, if you are caught up in a situation, don't go out there wielding out your gun as soon as you see the damn thing. Stay incognito, act like you're harmless, act like you don't even have a gun, and just leave the area. Don't sit out there and be, thinking, it's like, come on now, people.
You'll be the first one shot by good guys.
Yes, and they're going to take your gun and they're going to strip everything that's in your car. You know what I'm saying? So don't expose yourself and be so stupid. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing that gets me right now is a lot of these folks who are out here who actually believe having a pistol is going to be the end of the day. And that one box of ammunition they bought. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that thing that you mentioned just now, the bags that you're putting together, and you're evolving from, you had a good setup, then you look at it and you can make that setup better. That's the kind of things that you have to do. You have to be able to move to the next level. You got to be able to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. And then you make an assessment. And if it's better or less, why is it better? You got to have the pluses, not because I like this gun over that gun. It's because this one allows me to carry more ammunition. This one allows me to have a lighter loadout, whatever it is. And these are things that a lot of folks don't actually go through. And that's one set and they're good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at walking miles, not just around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Right. To maybe get home.
Wherever your workplace is, imagine having to walk all the way home from that place. So right. If you live an hour away, you got a 3-hour walk. If you
it's more than that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. At a good pace. At a good pace.
If you live an hour away, that's almost 12 hours walk for you to get to where you're going. Because if you live an hour away, that's 100 miles. Okay,
no, it's not.
It's close to 100.
My car, it's about 37 miles.
An hour away?
An hour away in a car is about 37.
An hour away from
driving, bro.
An hour away from me to South River, it takes me an hour to get there. That's about 50 something miles.
I used to drive from here to Johns Creek every morning, and it was a 37-mile ride.
Hold on, man.
One way.
When I was in top physical shape, we walked 25 miles roughly between 8 to 10 hours.
Okay, so I'll give you that, but I'm not.
Okay, so if I walk 25 miles in 8 to 10 hours, it's going to take me 2 days to do that hour. that 50 miles on foot. You see what I'm saying? Then I got to rest and get something to eat and replenish. And hopefully I ain't got no dress shoes on.
Yeah.
Because I got some blisters. And WK said, hit the thumbs up button. And please do that on YouTube and Rumble. Please hit the thumbs up button. Like and share this program. And like WK said, you got to be the great man at all times. You can never expose yourself until it's time to be exposed. And the great man is a man that's actually hidden. And they look at us and they just see normal guys, you know what I'm saying? And old men or whatever, harmless. And that's what you want to be. You want to be that guy. If you walk into a room, you walk into a supermarket, nobody's heads turns around and look at you. You can just walk seamlessly amongst the crowd and nobody even pays any attention to you. That's the gray man theory.
Okay.
And you got to do that according to how you dress, how you carry yourself, how you act, and you got to be paying attention to what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So
in order to walk, if you had a 37-mile walk, and based upon this calculator, you're right, we'll split the difference. It's 7 hours and 24 minutes at 5 miles per hour, which is
I know, bro.
Really pushing it.
I've done this shit in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've walked 25 miles in 8 hours, and that's when I was in top physical shape with a 65-pound pack on, weapon, and all types of other gear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. But still, even with that on the table, you still have to realize what you have to do to get back home. You see, and that's what a lot of people don't get. That they think that something happens and you're at work and you, like I said, it takes you let's say a half hour, 40 minutes, whatever it is, the time difference to get home. You're not taking that same route home. You're not getting in the car and driving home anymore. Now you got
because you can't take the freeway.
Exactly, and that's now you're off the beaten path, and that's not more entanglements that could come upon you.
Yes,
you have to walk around those people, or some kind of explosion goes off, or whatever.
You may have people blocking the road, doing checkpoints.
Think about what happened with the bridge burning down in Atlanta a few years ago. Mm-hmm. And that disruption, and that wasn't a terrorist situation. That's a crackhead with a lighter.
And every neighborhood that's high end that has a homeowner association is probably going to block off their entrance. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And have guards out there making sure people don't come in and start robbing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I guarantee that's going to happen. So you won't be able to cut through neighborhoods. You won't be able to even walk past neighborhoods without being challenged. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the same thing with Florida. Those two, the husband and wife, drawing guns on people just going through, making a protest at the end of in 21 or something.
Oh, yeah.
And look at all the crap they had to go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And and they gave money to them. Mm-hmm. It's stupid. And for us, a state like Georgia, we don't have any straight streets. So we can't just take one street straight home. You know what I'm saying? And because you'll walk in some of these areas, and some of these areas you may walk in, maybe some high crime areas. You won't know that because you don't frequent those areas.
Right.
Because you drive past them. Right. And now you're going to be walking through those areas. Mm-hmm. So now you got to figure out, okay, do I go in exposed or do I go in and unexposed, and they're going to challenge me? You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have rifles too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
they have rifles every day, and there's nothing special for them. Shit.
They got the choppers.
Right? And look, it's like I don't know if this ever happened to you, but I'll put in something, especially I'm downtown Atlanta, put in a Google or Waze set, and then it's like Google trying to get me jacked. I'm in the wrong side of town at the wrong time. Like, what the hell you taking down the back road in a residential too, and you dudes hanging out in the corner staring at you like, what the fresh meat? Nah, bro, I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't use Google.
Waze too. I've had it happen with both of them.
You had it happen with Waze?
Yeah.
Oh, like, wow.
We found a shortcut. Yeah, straight through hell.
Yeah, driving through the hood, cats are hanging out selling crack.
Prostitution. Like you want, right? Nah, man, I'm good.
Yeah. And yeah, and you acting like you don't see it. You just drive.
Exactly.
You just drive. Don't even want to make eye contact with nobody. Just
because they don't realize at that point they will be underneath the hood of the car.
But they looking at your car. It's like, I know he ain't from here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He ain't from around here. and don't get stopped at the light. You know what I'm saying? I'll run that red light.
I do that California stops, them LA stops at the stop sign. I pull it just enough to make sure it's clear and keep on going. It's damn 12:30 at night, and damn this GPS thing got me coming through here. Crazy. I'll take the long way next time.
But it's a lot to consider. You guys need to be taking advantage of these. We got Mondays what's about to hit. Cyber Monday. And so a lot of these online gun stores are selling ammunition, and they're selling you reloaders. Get your powder, get your bullets, get your primers. You guys just missed a big sale out here at Adventure Outdoors on primers. That's your own fault. But get your gear while you can now, and start ordering it this week so you can get the stuff in. I ain't talking about ordering a new Daniel Defense rifle. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. If you got a rifle already, it works. If you got a pistol already, you don't have to go out there and buy, Staccato. You know what I'm saying? It's like, keep what you have and just build your ammunition supply. You go to places and find, if you got 3 magazines, go online and buy 6 more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you got 6 magazines for your AR, go online and buy 20 more. You know what I'm saying? And fill them up. Put ammunition in them. And this store them away, and have them in the bag where that bag is already ready. Those ammunition, everything is ready to go, and you can just grab it and move out with it, or you take it with you when you go to your places. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got to go hunker down in your house, you can grab that bag and sit it next to you where you need it, be stationary in the house with. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be looking for magazines.
Right.
Have all your stuff in the spot. Have your firearm in the spot you're going to have. And keep a magazine in it. Keep one out of the chamber if you want to for your rifles. Pistols, have one in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? And whatever makes you feel comfortable. You know
and just remember children. That's my biggest thing, because kids are inquisitive, and a lot of times people think that hiding guns in couches and
don't do it.
That's stupid shit.
Yeah. But, I was gonna say, take your kid to the gun safety course.
Yeah. Well, even with that, hiding guns in your house, that's up to you. I can't tell you what to do or not. I just tell you that I think it's a dumb idea. You got people come over your house, and I've had people I've come across had guns stolen, and I'm like, how the hell do you have a gun stolen? Like,
because somebody sat on the couch, felt that gun,
sat on the couch and felt it, and then put it in their pocket and kept on going. I'm like, wow, what kind of people you have at your house?
Thugs.
They're
sitting there smoking and drinking that stuff.
Yeah,
you know. If you got people, and if you entertain a lot, you don't need to have guns out at all time anyway. So, it's stupid.
Yep.
Another, let's see, what is this? 702 said MTM AR case holds 15 magazines, and they are stackable. As long as that, I don't know what an MTM case looks like.
I think it's that box that you have, that one that you have, like you put different ammunitions in, and kind of stack. It's a plastic case, and then it has a tray sometimes, and they have like you can do 308, 9mm, 223, and the same boxes that we have. I think that's what that is.
Oh, okay. Those things are. There it is. Yeah, it's the same box I have.
Yep.
Those are nice, but I found out when you put a lot of ammunition in that thing, it's like picking up a small elephant. You know what I'm saying? And they're not. They're easy to maneuver around, but they're heavy, bro.
Mm-hmm. And what I tell people also too, on the same line as what you're saying, is that those things are not. They're more for storage than to travel. Like if you go to the range on an all regular basis and you stack it up, bro, the handle might pop off.
Yeah, I mean they get heavy.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them, and they get real heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like wield them around too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
afraid the
with the
plastic gonna
old
break, and they're
jokers.
gonna break my
See?
toes.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And one day that plastic will break.
Yep.
And but yeah, they're good for storage. And you know, have them for storage. There's
Nice
nothing wrong with
seals.
that.
Yep.
Put your magazines in there, and you just grab a case and move out. And those things are only like, I think they're $30 to $40. You can get them.
Sometimes
And
cheaper
but
than
right
that.
now,
What did you just see? What was the price you just saw?
I jumped off of it. Let's see, where's the price? They're about $30.
Okay.
Yeah, and so and also, yeah, no, they're 42. But remember, you check a lot of places has Cyber Day, and you can buy those things also at Walmart. You know, a lot of those cases you can get them at Walmart. Walmart's having a big Cyber Monday sale too. So, and it'll come in one day, or you can go down there and drive, and they can pick it up. You can pick it up that way. You know, don't be sleeping on Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You can get all your ammo cases and stuff through them. And there was something I was going to say before that. Forgot what it was. 26 now on Amazon. There you go, right there. Yeah. So can't go wrong.
Yep.
You know, can't go wrong. Just buy them and get them. Oh, magazines. Get as many magazines as you can.
Right.
What's up,
See what you're
Strap?
doing right now are offering sensible ideas, because everybody's looking for the D&D, you know, MM535 the next rifle, or some type of pistol, you know, for this. And once you get 5, 6, even 8 pistols and 10 rifles,
You can't carry them all.
that too, and you only got 2 hands.
Right.
At that point,
Well, you're gonna have 2 pistols in each hand and 2 ARs in each hand. Come on now, people. Plus
right,
two sets of body armor on,
right,
and 4 helmets.
right.
You're gonna look like a clown. You know. What's up, Strap House? How you doing?
And inefficient. But if you start to add to your
repertoire,
the necessities with magazines, pouches, gear that's actually going to help you carry this stuff more, that's more sensible to buy in this situation. But I do understand, and I understand that that a lot of people who are new to this, they're still in that, you know, what they want. They don't really understand what they need, and that's the difference.
Right.
You know, when they get in, they see these different guns, and they want this one, they want that one. Then they get the gun and they shoot it. After a while, they want to sell it. And it's like, you should have bought something different anyway.
Right.
We always talk about this, and we're both old guys. We've had all kind of guns, but those guns that are like Swiss Army knives. They're like Daffy Duck over here. Guns that are like Swiss Army knives. The Glock, you know, it's something that's going to be there time and time again. You don't have to do a lot of maintenance to it, and it's going to function and be reliable for a long period of time. Magazines for that. AR-15. Figure out one rifle or the other. You're going to get an AK, AR, whatever it is. Just figure it out and stick with that.
Right now, it's not a good idea to deal with the AKs because the 7.62s are dried up. You cannot find ammunition for these things.
You can still find it, but you're paying a hefty price for it.
You're gonna pay double the price what a 5.56 costs. And also another round you guys are sleeping on. You need to pay attention to these 300 blackouts. If you guys have noticed, 300 blackout rounds are dropping. The price are. So you might want to step ahead and get you a 300 blackout upper for your AR. Throw it on there and get you some 300 blackout ammunition and run 300 blackout. You know what I'm saying? If you can't find 5.56 at a good price. You know
just
what I'm
because it's in me, I have to say it. Make sure you mark your magazine so you know which one is which. I have to say it, bro.
Do not. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Do not mix that ammunition because you will blow those guns completely up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you have a 300 blackout, have 300 blackout magazines and 300 blackout ammunition, and leave it over there.
And keep them separated, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just put together a 300 blackout, but I still got the optics coming today, tomorrow, and so, but I'm not even taking the ammunition out of the box because I don't want to mix it up. So it's in a whole separate crate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the magazines is separate. So, but by the time I take it out, because I got to take it out in 0, it'll be taken out and it's gonna go right back. And that's only an emergency gun. That's it. I can't have anything else. Or if I run out of ammunition for everything else, then I go to that 300 blackout. But that 300 blackout is not my primary. You know what I'm saying?
But it's
5.56, 5.56 is 5.7 is primary. 5.56 is secondary. Third is 7.62. Then comes that 300 blackout.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So 5.7 is my primary. If the SIT hit the fan, and my primary, if it's not, it's gonna be a 9mm. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I has to escalate and really get medieval, it's gonna be 5.7. So, and that's gonna be a lot of headshot pump, a lot of pumpkin shooting. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to get hit in the head with that.
No,
so
hit in the head with 22.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, he hit head with nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, I like to get hit in the head with something. I'm not saying that on there, but
booby, booby, booby.
Yep, exactly.
I'm coming to see Elizabeth. Take me away.
Yeah, exactly. 702 said 6.5 Grendel over 300 blackout all day. Yeah, but have you been pricing 6.5
Grendel? 45 cents a round.
Oh, it is?
That's what he's saying. It's 45.
A true sleeper round. If it's 45 cents a round, yes, need to jump on that. Haven't even thought. I don't own a 6.5, but that's something I've been thinking about looking into. And but that's those rounds. That's a very powerful round.
Yep.
And so the only reason I don't get into it, it's almost like carrying a 308.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm a bottle down 308, basically.
Yeah.
Bottleneck, should I say?
So if I'm gonna carry a 308, I might, and do some damage with that. I can't carry a lot of ammunition because it's heavy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always thinking about me walking,
right? What
I can carry on my body, how long I can carry it before my body goes in fatigue mode, and that's all got to be considered there. So you know what I'm saying? Right. Can I have the maximum firepower with a small bullet and still sustain the fight? You know what I'm saying? And still fits in AR mags. Okay. So it's really nothing special about it, except the ballistics.
Right.
So
where I thought you were going is the over penetration. I mean, if you're in the shit hit the fan,
I'm not even worried about over penetration.
But in the regular world, with laws and rules, at that point you start over penetrating and you got problems.
Right. In the KI situation, I prefer to have an over penetration because if I can hit as many, do as much sustainable damage as I can with one bullet, that's ideal. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. In the shit hit the fan is great.
Right.
But prior to that, you got to pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be my main. It's only if I have to break glass, that kit comes out. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you never know when I'm going to have that kit. So, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to break that kit out. You know what I'm saying? But I know I have that kit. So, and it's just something I've just been really thinking about doing. And I finally pulled the trigger and everything. So kit came together just in time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can think about throwing, like I said, some type of rations in there. Keep half a case of water in the trunk of your car. Doesn't hurt as long as you keep it out of the sunlight, in those plastic bottles, and it won't get contaminated. And like I said, keep you some protein bars or something in there to eat. At that point you can't be busting out trying to eat three squares a day. You're gonna have to learn some. You're gonna have to have some type of. You're gonna have to get yourself in shape if you're gonna be walking around. You know what I'm saying? So think of that. You guys running around these plates and stuff like that. You don't want to be doing that. Walking miles if you ain't prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? And that next thing you know, you're gonna end up leaving those plates on the side of the road for Bubba to pick up and take.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So carrying a plate carrier with you in the car, not necessary. You know what I'm saying? And you got to minimize as a lot of stuff as you can to just have in that bag. It's just a weapons bag. Just get home. You know what I'm saying? Once you get home, you can figure out what you want to do from there. You know,
because in another episode, the more advanced stuff is the actual bug out, where you purposely decide that you gotta go.
And that's a lot more detail, a lot more stuff. You gotta have planning. You gotta have checkpoints. You know, you gotta
where
have
you going, who you going with. You know,
Yeah.
all that stuff. People think like they're lone wolves and they're gonna be fine. No, you're not. You can only look I'll give you 270. So that other portion that you're not being able to see is where they're gonna sneak up on you.
Yeah, and now
that's what
you're
I'm
out
trying
there
to get.
vulnerable with your family.
Yep.
You know, and your kids, your wife, they're not all shooters. You know, and tell your wife to take down these guys that's coming on the left or the right, and she ain't prepared for that mentally. She ain't doing it, bro.
Right. And at that point, survival is going to kick in and you're going to be more ruthless. But if you've never been ruthless before and everybody else is at 75 and your ruthless level is 15, you're dying.
Yeah.
You're not doing you ain't no help to nobody.
And you're in that car, you're vulnerable anyway. They're just going to shoot that car up. You know, that car is a bullet magnet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to cut all through you guys. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and just because you don't want it doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Yeah. So
leave me alone doesn't work at that point.
No.
We see these where the motorcycle guys are riding and they surround the car, and even this modern day, and the guy just driving along trying to go to the beach with his family, and now they're stopping traffic and beating on his car. Just picked him out of nobody. I don't know if they knew him prior or don't know all the details.
But you talking about the incident that happened in New York?
Yeah, and the guy he wound up having to
he ran him over
way too late for me, because I would have easily find a little area and got out of there. But
I've been
he
gone
did it his own way, and he was able to survive. But after his car is damaged, got into it. One of the guy was smacking somebody with a helmet.
It's his wife. Right. Guy came in on the wife's side and started smacking his wife with in the face. Right. I would have domed him. You know what I'm saying?
But again, they're in a very restrictive part of the
state.
World.
They don't have that.
They don't have.
And why did she even roll her window down? It's like, come on.
Trying to use logic with an illogical person.
What do you want?
Right. You just leave us alone. We don't want any problems.
Yeah.
We want to give problems. That's what we're all about.
Right.
So you have to match that energy.
Right. You got to welcome problems. But you guys need to figure that out on your own. What is the intensity you're going to take it? Yep. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take it from 0 to 10 in a matter of a couple of seconds. And if the SIT hasn't hit the fan, don't do it. Then be logical about what you're about to do, because you can get yourself placed in prison.
Right.
But
you have to make an assessment that's exact. You can't just be emotional about it.
No, don't get your ego crushed and your feelings hurt over something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like a road rager. Somebody pull in front of you, and how they do their brake checking on you and stuff like that. They cut you off, and then you see them going to a slow stop, and you see them stopping, and you see the reverse lights come on because they're putting it in park. So you better zoom around that person and move on.
I have no conversation for none of that.
Yeah. I mean, don't even stop and sit there and wait and get out of the car and walk towards you, because they may get out of that car with a pistol in their hand.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So don't even wait. You know what I'm saying? Keep the distance from them. If they prime example, what you can do if you have no place to escape, you kind of core and you make sure you get enough distance from them. Pull your car at an angle and stand by the motor and just keep your hand on your stuff and let them know, don't come my way. You know what I'm saying? Don't draw on them until they get out, and you see if their hands are not clear, you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But keep that distance. Distance is key. You can always win a gunfight with distance. especially nowadays, because a lot of people can't shoot.
A lot of people can't shoot.
Yeah. So
and they carry guns.
Right, and they carry guns, and some of them got RMRs on them. They still can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I do.
yeah. So, that was my little side piece on that. I just want to get that off my chest because everything that's going on, and so some of you guys can have an idea. If you didn't catch the show, please watch the show back and catch it from the beginning. We got some good points we put out. Some loadout equipment bags, some stuff I'm reanalyzing about what I am doing because I'm thinking about weight and firepower and ammunition because I know for a fact I need a lot of ammunition to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to need it. If you don't think you're going to need a lot of ammunition, you have no idea what you're prepared for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have no idea. If you think you're gonna hold off something with those 3 or that 1 magazine you've been carrying on your hip, okay, keep carrying it. All right, and that revolver, them 5 rounds, keep carrying it. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck.
So, yeah, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? But you need to start carrying some gear. So we're on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Kick. Please, on YouTube and Rumble, please give us a thumbs up, like the show, share the show, comment on the show. Let's get these numbers up on these shows, please, people. Doesn't cost you a cent, doesn't cost you a dime, and only thing we require for you to do is just listen.
Yeah.
That's it. Just listen.
And you can chime in with what you want us to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
We can find information on it and validate some, through our research.
As long as ain't something stupid.
Right. That's what I said. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Straight to the point there. Don't say nothing stupid in.
Right. Right. As long as ain't nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not going to chime on about whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But be ready. The FBI is giving us warnings, and the FBI is giving us warnings about potential terrorist attacks. We already know the Palestinians has sleeper cells that's from Jersey, South Carolina, I think somewhere above Tennessee. They got 2 in Florida, and it's a bunch of other different places around the country that the Palestinians are supposed to have cells at. There's a whole map that's showing the cells where they're at. And so if they have cells here, believe me, these guys are about to do something. And you can feel the tension in the air. It's there. We're having a lot of protests on the street. Just be aware of your surroundings, what's going on. Stay out of public gatherings right now. Don't be taking your family down to watch these parades and all this other stuff. Stay home, watch it on TV. You know what I'm saying? And if you can, stay out of the malls. You know what I'm saying? That's another place is bad. Especially if you places that's in your anti-gun states. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of malls here in the state of Georgia are disarming you as you go into the mall. You know what I'm saying? They got metal detectors and all types of stuff.
The other day.
Mm-hmm. So you got to be careful of that too. They're not arresting you, but they're telling you you can't bring that in here, and you got to take it out to your car, and you can come back in.
Yeah, dude, I watched it, but I didn't see what the outcome was. He just pointed out that they had
it's not illegal.
They had magnetometers in the damn mall.
Right, but it's not illegal here.
Mm-hmm.
They can't arrest you because it's constitutional carry state. So the only thing they can do is trespass you and ask you to leave or take the weapon out to your car. Then you can come back in.
Okay.
But if you continue,
nobody was using the up escalator because that was
right.
me.
Nobody was using
the stairs.
Yeah.
Just take the stairs. The stairs. Is there one of these on the stairs? No. Okay. Thank you.
They take the stairs. Right. But pretty soon they're going to figure that out. And they're going to have one on the stairs too. So it's just a matter of time before they figure it out.
But I haven't been in one of those, especially that place, in years. I mean,
I don't go to malls.
7-10 years that I've been down there. Was it Phillips Plaza you was at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm been to the mall since the Olympics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't go. Ain't plan on going.
No.
They're not for me. So just be prepared. Just be careful going to a lot of these events and stuff, especially in the holidays, because this is prime terrorist attack time.
And we're looking at the big picture with the terrorists. Hell, these regular normal terrorists that we have every day, chronics. These little criminals that run around. You know, another topic. People. We got the kids. These kids are feral, man. They got some of these dudes, man, out here, and they're attacking people for no reason, just for fun. For fun. And it's like, that's not fun. They're shooting at people, robbing people.
They'll shoot you, then rob you. Right. That's what they're doing right now.
And it's like, nah, bro, this is out of hand. Out of hand. All across the country.
The robbing crews next week. Yeah, we'll talk about that next. Probably have some examples of that.
Exactly.
But it's getting crazy. So let's see what else.
That's it.
We'll see you guys in the range.
See you on the range.
Have a nice holiday. I hope you guys got full on Thanksgiving turkey. Your bellies are full, and now we got another holiday coming up, Christmas, and get your wish list ready because Monday's coming.
That's it.
Get you some ammo. You know.
There's less than 3 hours.
That's right. It's coming.
That's it.
Save big. Now. Yep.
Peace, guys.
All right, guys.